Hello and welcome back to the Midwest Mainline. We are sat at Grand Rapids because there's been a bit of a snafu. Yes, an engineering mix-up. I want to thank Ant in the comments for pointing it out, and everyone who stuck a like on that comment, as when the engineers moved over and decided to, it was me, I'm the engineer, upgraded the station we can see there for the trams. We decided as a group not to connect it to the actual station itself, the train station. Good job. So there's no pedestrian access, and that needs to be fixed. Otherwise, this is going to be a bit of a ghost town. Well, not a ghost town, but a ghost platform. You can see they've already stopped taking the tram down here. Ooh, I never noticed the lights. So we're going to bring up the UI. We're getting straight into it today, guys, because we have to fix this. It was well spotted, so thank you, Ant, for that, and everybody who put a like on there. What do we need to do? Well, we need to make sure that this connects again and that we have pedestrian access. So we could edit the station. It would be a shame to get rid of this main building. So if we go into Grand Rapids train station, we go into edit mode, and we go with passenger buildings. We need street access. Those are too big. Those fit, but they are a bit meaty. We don't really want more clocks on them. Those will not give us street access, so we might be a bit stuck. Yeah, we're going to need these, aren't we? If we put one there, that will give us street access that side. No street access that side. However, can we could do it something like that with a small building. I don't know how that makes me feel. It's going to be a bit weird and wonky. Shall we see? We'll put that in there, and then that in there. Oh no, now it doesn't. It's this one. Do you know what? I don't mind that. If we want symmetry though, some of us may want symmetry. I kind of feel like we do. Could we do something with this one similar to the other side, and will it still connect? So we put a small one in and then a big one. There we go. There we go. We have a little bit of symmetry, and we keep the original building. Let's see how that looks. Do you know, it's an impressive sight, isn't it? I do like that. The question is, after all that, if we click on it, we do. We're fixed. Right. Now we have that out the way. What are you doing here? Couldn't you have, like, should we encourage these to build near the station? We could have like a small road down here, couldn't we? Yes, it's going to cost us a bit, but we have lots of money. It matters not. We can go up there. We can make a T-junction, even though it's going to plough through a rather expensive building, like that. And what I'm hoping is they'll build on this area. I wouldn't mind that being a T-junction as well. Look at us just ploughing through businesses. And maybe split this. It might be worth it in the long run. There we go. And we can smooth it too, because why not throw more money at it? I feel that we're in a place now with this series where we can start spending money like that. Only cost us a couple of million. Will you build there? I don't know. Will people start heading back to our impressive looking station? I like it. It would be cool, wouldn't it? We do have access there now. We need to tidy this up a little bit. Looks rough. Yeah, so I'm not sure what the thinking was at that meeting with the blueprints in front of them. I'm pretty sure it would have had keep the pedestrian access from the stop to the station. Oh dear. Right, which means we're not going to know for sure how to handle this. I've had some good suggestions about how we handle the excessive amount of people wanting to go from Grand Rapids, once this connects again, to Minneapolis. One of the reasons I feel like is the issue is people on board this train here, when it gets to Grand Rapids, has passengers that want to continue on, and so they're not getting off, which is leaving more and more people on the platform at Grand Rapids. I mean, you guys seem to come up with the idea, which I like, which is a shuttle between Grand Rapids and Minneapolis to handle the excess. My idea would be to have an express from Hibbing down to Minneapolis, and then from Bloomington up to Grand Rapids, so that those that want to stay on board might be encouraged to take that. It would mean we'd need to change this to have through stations as well as a bay platform on the other side. So that's my idea for that. We're not doing that today though, because you know what we've got to do today. We'll go back and check on that before the end of the episode. This farm here, this is the big boy pickup point, and I'm kind of excited to get that in. No, I'm very excited to get that in. We're sort of up on an angle here. If we bring up the contour lines, you can see we've got a bit of a journey down there. I don't know how much we can put the platform down this hill without it losing connection to the farm, but that's what we're going to need to experiment with. We might have to take out their fields. That is a possibility. Although it's a big boy, isn't it? He might be able to do this climb. It's just going to give us a weird platform, and we want to run along the contour line, this dark one for sure, and then gently head round up there and join into our split main line, as it would be. Similar to how it works on our Midlands map with the West Coast main line, where you have one heading into Birmingham, one part of the West Coast main line, and then the other one splits off and heads up to Rugeley. And that's similar to what's going on here, because both would connect back up to Bloomington, which is our main line around this lake. And it doesn't break our rules. I'm just playing it now to see if we unlock anything cool. It doesn't break our rules about leaving the main line, because all the things that are being serviced here do eventually run up here onto the main line. I will also say Grand Rapids, this is turning into a major interchange / junction, like a huge Grand Rapids junction, and is the focus for our entire main line. I've had more thoughts about this. We are going to keep this double tracked. However, for trains that are running this way, which might be a possibility, there is the option to branch off here and join it down there. So we've got lots of options for this. Rather than connect up to this junction, because we have no reason, I don't think. We do have a reason to go in Grand Rapids. Goods. Although we could ship goods across, that was one idea we had. We could technically have a ship that takes goods around here, drop them off, and then deliver them into Grand Rapids. Anyway, let's not do that. Let's pause it. No, you don't need to pause it. Play it. We need the money. Let's see if we can get this connected up. We haven't got far to go. We've just got to make it down there, and it's going to be part of this too, so we could maybe put a station in there. Let's see. We're going big boy here, so we're going to need a huge platform, because we're going to super load this. Do you know, this farm is rather deceiving, isn't it? I thought this would be quite small, but it's not. It's actually massive. Goodness me, that's a farm and a half. We could just lose that back field, bring up the contour lines. If we can sit there, will we be able to connect to that farm from there, or is that a little bit too far? Because it's kind of sitting perfectly, isn't it? In there. Maybe. It's an idea. It's an expensive experiment, but maybe it'll work. Right, get in there. Let's see. We'll close that. I right click to cancel again. That doesn't work. I don't mind this cutting. We might be able to do something fancy with that. Now, rather than run from this platform, we can configure this, and we can add. We want cargo buildings. Click on everything. We could add a big cargo building here, or even an even bigger one, because it's our big boy. It's cutting into the side. Again, I don't really mind it. Should we do it? Do you know what? We spend the money, Grand. Now, can we get like an access road up there? You can see here, this is where it wants us to connect. Would have something in the way of this. Just a small country road. Get an idea of where this is going. Somewhere like that. We have got a connection. I feel like this is detailing territory, don't you? I do want us to head... Ooh, could we head under that? That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? And then we wouldn't need to get rid of it, because it's just an access road. Oh, that is so tempting. If we do something like that and hold shift and just raise it a little bit so it pokes out under the field there. Do you know, you're almost beautiful. Do we like that? What do we got here? Big container ships, 2 of them. New passenger wagon. Oh, and new freight cars, guys. 75-mile-an-hour freight cars. This is perfect timing. 1950. I like it. You're going in there. We don't even have to delete their field. It gives us a little access road. I just hope now that you actually reach. You don't reach the farm. You don't reach the farm. Oh, that is so sad. That would have been absolutely perfect. Well, that's a shame, isn't it? I mean, technically, could we drive down, have a little shunting service, because it's gonna be doing a long journey up there. I like this. I like this whole thing here that we've got going. We could even have like a little one-way section. I know we're just going crazy now. I don't like these. That's the only problem. They look terrible. I would like them to look a little better, because they should be the same size as this. We don't have any other prefabs yet to make roundabouts, but we could have them turn around. We're not really bothered about them doing this. We could go in like that. Oh, I like the trees in the middle. It's just like a little turnaround. And we could encourage them, couldn't we? By adding a waypoint just there. If we add the stop to drop off just here, they would definitely turn around because it's one way. And does that hit the station? That does hit the station. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, and then we have a pickup point here. We could fit it somewhere in there, hopefully. If we have it something like, look on your vehicles, we only want one side. We want it pretty big. It shouldn't matter as long as we can get away with not deleting the field, because that's what we're trying to avoid. There, somewhere, kind of like that. Because we could exit one side, don't delete it, you just built it. We could enter one side and exit the other. If we delete that and add an entry, is that an entry? Entrance, yes. We add that there and an exit. Oh, you can't add it that side though. That's a real shame. You'd have to add it there. Could we add another cargo platform just here? Will that allow us to have an exit on that side? Oh, I only wanted to delete one. Why are you deleting 2? I guess that's how you have to have it. Right. Okay. Now can we have an exit? No, you still can't. You'd have to be up there. We could move the road. I don't like it. I don't like it. It looks messy. It looks messy. Yeah, do you know what? We are going to delete it. We're going to rethink this a little bit. Could we spin it around so it's that way round? We could have it that angle where it connects to the road there. I sort of like it. Right, put it in there. We're not deleting anything just yet. Configure it now. Let's do it. We can do this. Delete that. Are you still connected? You are still connected. Right, configure it. Exit wants to be that side. Entrance would want to be that side. Can we swing round now? That's not going to work, is it, Grand? That's not going to work at all. Get rid of that. You want to be that one. Or can you go there? No, you can go there though. I think that's the right way around, or the correct way around. It looks like it's heading that way. Yes. Right, can we get one of these one-way system-y things going on again? Can we head out from there into there? Gives us another connection. I know we head down a bit, but that's where we want to be for here. And then can we just slide in there? It's a little bit needless, but I kind of like it. I kind of like us doing this. Well, you've made a mess there, haven't you? Bit of a hill. Oh, it's not too bad. You know what? It's not too bad. Let me smooth this out a touch, so it doesn't look so terrible. I mean, we could always balance the road out as well. So far, I like it. I don't like this, but that's what you get with a slopey road. What do you reckon? Is that going to work? I think it will. New line. We just want to go from there to there. And it's going to be grain. Oh, you've gone the wrong way round. That's fine. We can deal with that, can't we? Configure this. We just swip these around. That one and that one. So this wants to be going that way. No, don't like that. delete this again. We'll reconnect it, because that needs to be heading out, and this needs to be heading in. Oh, that kind of works. I don't mind that. No, it doesn't, does it? Because you're going the wrong way. Oh dear. Let's try that again. I want a straight entry. You've done it. That's the best. I like the way it just lets you do it as well. It's like, yeah, this will be fine. I thought the ant lines were going the other way, but I must be mistaken. It looks like they're going that way. Right, can you head up there? A bit of a climb up there. And then you head there. Yeah, then we'll switch that one around. Like that. Beautiful. Now what do you do? Now, you're almost beautiful. I mean, you cross over here, but it matters not. We're going to only have a few trucks on here. Right, so let's put a depot in, and we'll keep it out the way. We'll put it up here in this nice little slot for us. In fact, put it there so it's nice and smooth, and then we'll add as a street access to it. Let's give us a road. We want these, I think, and we'll have that one into there. We could indeed upgrade that as well. Are we happy with that? Road's a bit wonky. That's fine. Don't put those in. Don't be putting rocks everywhere. I do like the brown rocks much more than the garishly white ones. Although I'd say the white ones serve a purpose for certain maps and areas. We're in. Aren't we? No, you're not. Are you connected? Yes, you are. Wait. That's connected to that? It's a shame. It wouldn't drop off there and teleport, but that's not how that does. And we need to call this line something cool. Let's call it grain shunt? No. Grain haulage. That'll do. That'll do. Let's get a couple of trucks on there. No, don't put them on yet. We'll do it when we get the big boy out. We've got to connect this first. Oh, I've also put catenary on, which I don't want. So let's head like that. Okay, now where's this station going to be going? We'll put a station in that possibly will be the one we keep as well. And we can do something similar. Just here. Could you just remember to take that off? There we go. We don't need it yet. We might electrify it later. Okay, we want to turn that off. Let's build us some tracks then. Where are we heading? We're heading up there, aren't we? Absolutely. No. We are going to need this straight, and that is because of the junction. Flat, I should say. Which means we can either branch off after it or before it. I think before it works for us. It'll be something like that. Just a little exit. We don't want to scrub off too much speed though, do we? Not really. So if we can get it 75, this will eventually be double tracked all the way. Like that. Click from the switch. Put that up. 75, 75. We've got a nice flat area. And then all we've got to do... No, we're not having that. We've got to head up to there. Hopefully it doesn't mess up our road too much. Well, we'll head up this way and into there. Is that the right side? No, that's not the right side. You're better off doing this side first. Get that into there. And we'll take this one up to there. That way we're pulling out of the platform. I think 55 will be fine. I don't think we'll reach that. Let's get signaling done. At the junctions, at the very least, we can do blocking a little bit later. We're definitely going to need one here. Might as well have the other one there. How far are we from the station? Not too bad. Now this one's going to be a bit different, this station. I don't think our back end is going to worry too much. Or interfere too much, I should say. We're going to need one there, but probably going to have a bit more of a junction here, aren't we? We should think about the wood that we're going to need to get down. So what we can do, bring this one up similar to what we were doing with the other one. I'm going to say I don't care about this running a bit slow. Can we go 40? That'd be nice. Go 40 there, like that. And then we can head that one up. Where is the station? Just there. We head it up like that. It's not too much of a gradient. So we have that in mind. We're going to have to do a little bit of bridge work here. Wouldn't mind you being... Oh no, don't be flat. Just, yeah, go with the go with the terrain. We are going to pause it for this section. We're going to redo this bridge. How much money do we have? An absolute fortune. This bridge is rubbish. So we'll get rid of all that. And this. Is it going to be eventually a freeway? No, I think this is going to be a highway that might join on here to the freeway. I don't know which side we're having the freeway yet, but this is going to be a highway. So we're going to use this one for the highway. We want it to go over the track, so let's put the track in first. That'll be a better way around. I like that you're doing that. Stay straight, please. Are we heading to that bridge? We are. Let's get you over there. Let's get you up to there. Okay, we need to miss this bit of track. So let's get us our road. Let's use comma and apostrophe. No, comma and full stop. Period. Is that okay? It might be if we flatten it out a touch. You're a bit wonky. As if we go all the way across. I kind of want to keep it like that too. I feel like are you straight? I mean, you look fantastic. Yeah, I think you are straight. I like you. Right, get across like so. I like it that it's arches and that we can get under there as well. We had it better, didn't we? Where was it? There. I sort of like this, guys. You're going in like that. And then we have the freeway head this way. And this way at the top. Not freeway, highway. Then we can bring this down. So we head gently back down to the road. Like that. There we go. And we don't need the other end, do we? Not at the moment. I might continue it off later though. It's a bit abrupt, isn't it? But I don't mind it. This one, we need to finagle this a little better. I wouldn't mind it close to the track if it looks cool. Like that. One there. And then one there. Oh, we almost had that. Quite nice. That is kind of beautiful. Right, and then connect up. Not like that though. Connect up like that. And then this heads into there. Oh, that is going to look beautiful. I like it, guys. We've got a bit of roadworks going on this time as well. Let's increase that. Just take some of the edge off. We can afford it. Loads of money. I want to do some painting on the side of this though. Make it look kind of cool. I don't mind this, but let's take the edge off that side so we can see the river. Would be the Mississippi, wouldn't it? Absolutely. This we can tidy up a little bit. And that side. There we go. You are beautiful, I'm just going to say. Absolutely beautiful. There, that's a better bridge. That is a better bridge. Enjoy your new road, AI driver people. We need to connect up here. Alright, can we just go all the way? Since we already did that. Yes, we can. Go all the way. Now I've got that tune stuck in my head. Alright, guys. That is a long way. We've gone a long way. How do we get up here? You know what's sort of tempting, don't you? Transit tracks here. Do we have... We have nothing else that's going to be dropping off in here. Or picking up. Not as far as I can tell. We could have a bypass. We can rework this section. I know we've just put this in. But I've had a moment of clarity. Shall we call it? Oh, what are you doing? You go in there. You go in there. Will you connect nicely? Yes, you will. Then what we can have is something from here that just slides in like that and then crosses over again just there. Oh, what speed was that? We can find out without deleting it and doing it again by clicking on the speeds. 59, 60. You could be heading that way out, wouldn't you? Do you know what? You might as well make that faster. Let's do it. Let's make that faster. 60, I think, is as fast as you need to go because their back ends are going to hover over this crossover, aren't they? Right, let's get a signal in here so we know what we're doing. One there. One there. We can get rid of the mid blocking now. Lovely. Do you know what? I'm all sorts of happy with that. Get rid of the bulldozer. Don't accidentally do anything. How are we going to run our freeway? This is the freeway, is it? This would be highway something. I would like to upgrade this now. A more highway type road. Lovely. But we're going to have to delete it from there. Because our track is going to be running the other side. And we're going to use it. It's alright. This is all part of the new game. It's a bit different. You have to concentrate on what the drivers want as well. Because they're part of your network. I like to slide round here. That's kind of nice. There we go. Much straighter, much faster road. Lots of straights. We still have curves and variations in height, which means we can now head back from here. As you can see, we're already getting fuel there. I've got some plans for those, which we'll visit shortly. That should be connected again. This is going to be heading that way, connecting up and going past the highway a little bit, which will be beautiful to look at. Trying to miss those rocks. We don't need that curve, do we? We don't need that curve at the end. We can do that a little better now that we know what we're doing over here. We're kind of running parallel with the main line at the moment, but we do go back onto it. Like I said, none of the... Oh, you can't do it that way, can you? You've got the wrong side. What was I going to say? I've blanked. That's awful. That's awful. Now that the something is the something, we can something. There you go. Oh dear. Yeah, the only trains that are going this way are going to enter the main line up there. It's the kind of that would be the north junction for Grand Rapids. That's not what I was going to say, but we're running with it. You can pretend I know what I'm talking about. Right, we're in. I mean, technically, right? Even though this is never going to happen, I want to do this just because it looks cool. I think it really doesn't matter what speed we run either, but it looks like it gives us some options that we're never going to use, but also a reason for a few signals. And this one would be two-way there. This one would also be two-way just there. And guys, we've got a connection. Obviously, we need some blocking. There are going to be multiple trains running past here. That looks beautiful. I love it. And we're not breaking any rules. I like it. Now we want one way. Let's just put some blocking sections in along here. We can maybe do some more with them a bit later. That's going to make for a rather pleasant cab ride, I think, don't you? That'll look lovely on there. Where's our junction? We're getting close to it. We can have short signals up at the junction. I think we're... There it is. There it is. I'm going to need one there. One here, even though it does nothing at the moment. It will shortly. In a few episodes' time. We're actually getting to the point where we need to start thinking about a new series. We're not in any rush, but I would like you guys to vote on it. This technically is a waste of time being double tracked, isn't it? You're just wasting money there. This just needs to be single track. We're only going to have ever one train running up here. Yeah, let's should we figure this out a little better then? If we're only ever having one train up here, we don't need any of this, do we? We do need it down there. So if we have it, as long as we can fit our big boy in, possibly just before it, this crossover. Not crossover, level crossing. So something along the lines of that. That would be better. I like that. And that gives us something different up this end. Much nicer. And then, hopefully, we can slide in here at some... Beautiful. And you know what? We'll drop the signal short. Like there. I like that they were dancing. That gives us even a block in here. We could run extra trains if we wanted. That is perfect. And this can be two-way. I don't know why it would stop here. That's a bit silly. Well, do you know, we could even do this. I know it's a bit risky, but you could even do that. There you go. In case we use multiple trains, you only want them blocking this way, down there. Just for clearing, if we ever have this as multiple platforms. Do we like it? I'm in with this. I like this little tunnel thing we got going on. Well, let's hit play. Let's see how the people like that. How's Grand Rapids doing now? I bet the platform's starting to busy up again. It is. We're already back up to 64. And they're going via Minneapolis. Now, if we hover over that, the little people icon, the number, is it? Maybe the number, yeah. As you can see, some are going straight through Minneapolis to Bloomington. Most of them, obviously, are going to Minneapolis. We still get some that are going straight through. And we're going to have to wait now because of the slight snafu we had earlier. How is this train doing? You're how many journeys have you done? Details. You might only have... No, you've done a few. They're making plenty of money. And how much do you have on board? 178. That's kind of nice. I mean, you've got a lot to pick up here. 157. And how much is Hibbing requiring? 120. It will get its first proper load now. What I might do, thinking about this, is dump the shunt line for now, as it's favouring the shunt, which is okay. But I'm tempted to ditch it in favour of having two of these, because we don't mind them running partially full. We do have a lot of dead mileage, don't we? I mean, both the grain trains are running or deadheading all the way back, meaning that they're like that. They're just carrying empties, which means we're not making any money from them. However, with our map and the way the game works, we can't really utilise it. We could maybe send one of the grain trains up there to pick up coal to take down here. It's a possibility, right? That would make us a bit more money on the way back, but for the majority, it's going to be empty. I mean, the empties have to go back. They have to go back to the farm, so we can't really avoid it. It's a little unfortunate. But at the same time, we can't drop off blocks, can we? Consists for our trains to pick up. It's not like we can pull into a yard and start swapping around our consist. So anyway, we need to finish this off because it looks terrible. We want this to be a proper highway between Minneapolis and Grand Rapids. You're going through there, out there. I mean, they're not perfectly straight highways. It's more the freeways that are straighter. You get in there. Yes, we deleted things. I don't mind. It's worth the money. I mean, you don't need to do this dip, do you? Really? You could possibly do that a little better. Could we keep this straight coming out here? Like that. And then head up into there. Well, that's better. There you go. It tries. It does a good job, I'll be honest with you. I don't have many qualms with how it does stuff. It's just occasionally it will do some crazy. But you can't really account for every situation. What every person wants to do with their network. There we go. Now we can have an access road just here. I zoomed in way too much there. You can go into... You've made it a street. That's very pretty. Do we have rights to this? I'd prefer you to stay as a highway. This bit can be street, but I want it to be this street here. We can do that, can't we? Up to, if we hold shift, up to where they are now. That is perfect. Do we have access to this? Lock. Don't do anything with this, please. We don't really want a traffic light there. Lock that. And then we'll lock these, but we'll change them. What happens if you change them after you lock them? I'm learning. We want them as an act. Oh, don't click on. You clicked on the wrong one. We want these. Does it stay hours? It does stay hours. There we go. There we go. Like it. We could even do a little bit of that there. Smooth it out a touch. A little bit of scenery work. Right, let's hit play. Yep, you're going to get oh, I like that truck. Look at you, Evan. In your fancy with your, what are they called? White wall tyres. Don't you look beautiful? Oh, auto-save, come on. Not when I'm looking at pretties. Oh, I like your car. Yes, camper van. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, look at the train. Oh, I couldn't be happier right now. Can we get on board and then, like, look at the train? Oh, you know, he's our cameraman. Oh, there's a bit of a bridge there, but that's beautiful, guys. I'm just going to watch this for the rest of the night. The morning, even. Do you know, I like that. And away he goes. Behind there. Oh, we'll see. We're going to see the big boy. Should we get the big boy on and stop looking at your beautiful map? I think we should. We need to make a new line, don't we? Will it work? Let's hope so. We're taking our grain, aren't we? From here to here. So we'll make this line as well. This is going to be our big boy grain delivery all the way up to... That is a journey. Are you going to do it correctly? We'll leave it pink for now so it's obvious what's going on. Are you doing any silly dances? No. You are completely avoiding the passenger service all the way. Do I have an excite, guys? You're heading up here. You carry on past our fuel train there. And then you're heading all the way up to the end. Now, grain is actually this colour, isn't it? It's kind of more an orange colour. Is that what we have the other one as? Would be nice to have them both the same colour. No, I've chosen yellow. Ooh, let's have one yellow, one orange. Perfect. This would be... I'm going to call this the Big Boy Grain Freight. There we go. That's some spelling right there. Big Boy Grain Freight. Now, we're going to need to activate this line first. So let's get us some trucks on. Let's buy vehicles. We want cargo only. And, oh yeah, we got these military style vehicles. These carry grain. We should only need 2. I'm going to say 2 will keep us well fed. That's how that is. Oh, these are yellow. Let's have some bright yellow ones. Put these on the grain haulage. They're just going to be delivering to our train so that we don't have to sit on top of this hill. Brilliant. Now that that's running, we can build our big boy and get him running. And if we time this right, he's heading up the hill. He struggles, doesn't he? He struggles to get up that hill. Might have to get some better trains on you. Ah, they're doing fine. I think they're keeping up with what's up here anyway. No, they're not. Ignore that. We'll do that another day, though. We'll have to sort that out. We are going to probably get better trains. We do get to use our new wagons, our new freight wagons. So let's buy us a big boy. That's a class 9000. Big boy 4884. Does 81 miles an hour. You're not going to get up to that, but you are going to get up to 75, hopefully. We care not about our missions. You are going nowhere near a city. Get on. You're going to cost us a fortune, and I'm loving every second of it. 17.3 million just for the loco. Cargo. We get the new gondolas that do an impressive 75 miles an hour, which means he's going to at least get close to full speed. But we are going to get up to track speed. What we could do is do a few like that, and then colour a few yellow maybe in the middle, like they're blocked. I kind of like a couple that colour. There we go. How many do you want to put on here? The other ones are like 300. Well, we can't go above 320, can we really? I mean, we could. Right, then the rest of them we'll just block at the back. Up to 328. I like it. Carries 306 and goes 75 miles an hour. Cost us just shy of 40 million. Do it. Can we find the big boy, grain freight? You're on. How does he look? That is the question. Here comes the big boy. You're going to be beautiful. Look at you. Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, what are you waiting for? Don't ruin my day. What are you waiting for? Do you know what? If I stop him, will he go? Oh, that's great. I've give him track and time. There you go. He's got track and time because he's better. Away he goes. We'll leave him stop. Yes, you whistle at us. That is a massive tender. That is just huge. Oh, you're beautiful. You're a big boy as well, aren't you? That's why you're called Big Boy. You're a big train. Do you know what? I'm overly excited. I love it. I mean, our earnings look a bit miserable this year because we went shopping, didn't we, guys? We went shopping. And it was worth it. I love these new ones. We're going to have to start changing our consists around and get them up to speed. Once his back end clears, we'll radio to control. Once he clears this switch. No, once we clears this signal up here. We need a... There it is. When his back end, we'll get up here. Tell you what, get up here and look at him go by. Oh, we got the other logging train coming. This could be a disaster. Okay, he's going to be clear soon. Back, we'll give you the all clear. You can go. There we go. Guys, we did a bit of control room stuffy as well. That's okay. I think these might have been bunched up a little bit. They are now. He's off. He should be going to Minneapolis West. That view in the background now with the Grand Rapids is absolutely amazing. And the low clouds hanging over that hilltop there. It's almost a mountain. Oh, you beautiful map. I'm sure the clouds look different every time we come in here. Well, guys, I think that's been a successful episode, don't you? We got the big boy in as it heads off onto the split. You don't care about planes, even though you do look fantastic. We might put a plane in just for the sake of it. Is he going to get up to speed? You're only doing 50 at the moment. That's because of this junction. Which we don't mind because there's a lot to do down here. The question is, we need to set this to wait until full, don't we? Manage the line. Yeah, we're going to need to name that better. Wait until full. And you only wanted to be dealing with grain. Not that you can take anything else, but let's make sure. You're lovely. We could probably do, let's have a look. I didn't look at his power. We could probably do more with him. Mediocre. No, he's about managing it. He might struggle up the hill. Our big boy might struggle. That I was not expecting. I'm thinking about it. If he drops down to 53, he's still going faster than our 9000s were because of the other wagons. I'd be interested to see what sort of figures the 9000s have once we get these grain wagons on the back. Oh, you're wonderful. Should we end it with him? I think so, right? I think so. Oh, do you know what? Do you know what? I like that. I don't know how well that will compress, but that is beautiful. Alright guys, thank you for watching. We have our first big boy on the map. I think we're going to probably have two. I like the sound of that, and we'll keep them going a bit longer than is required when we get the upgraded trains, because why not? It's nice to see the big boy on here, isn't it? And I'll leave you with a little bit of a cab ride towards the end, and you can let me know in the comments below how YouTube did not or did compress that. Oh yes, you're beautiful. We'll see how much grain we got as well once we get up there. So, what we're doing next week? Don't know. I'll think of something. Probably a little bit of optimization and a bit of changing of our consists for the new wagons so we can speed up the entire network. That sounds good. I like that. So until then, take care.